It started out like a movie scene, something straight out of a magazine. I crossed my fingers you'd come to me, then all of a sudden it became reality. Don't care about no gold, no one else to hit my phone.
What's up, guys? I'm Zippity Doodad.
And I'm Nicole.
And welcome to part 2 of all the 4 park must-dos. Today we're going to be talking about Epcot. We hope you liked the last one on Animal Kingdom. We had a blast doing it. If you're watching this on the premiere, thank you so much. And if you're watching this on a replay, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell. If you're planning a new trip or going to Disney for the first time, we hope these can be some helpful hints and some tools and some things that you can do to make sure you plan your trip a little bit better. I know Nicole plans all our trips and they always work out perfect. So with all her notes, all her input, I'm sure you guys are gonna have a great time. Let's talk about Epcot.
Yeah, so Epcot is home to 4 festivals a year. They have the Flower and Garden Festival, which is my absolute favorite.
I am too.
They've got the Food and Wine Festival. They've got the Festival of the Arts.
Yep.
And the Festival of the Holidays. So we've been to every festival except for the Festival of the Holidays, and they are just so spectacular. But by far, my favorite is Flower and Garden because of all the beautiful flowers they put out, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah, the Flower and Garden, not just the flowers and the topiaries. The topiaries are beautiful, and it's like spring has sprung. It's the flowers just amazing. One of my favorite parts is seeing the monorail just coming through the park, and yeah, you can't beat it. Flower Garden, I mean, we've been, like you said, to 3 out of 4. The Food and Wine Festival, I mean, all of them have the booths with all the different foods, which is one of our favorite parts of going to these festivals. But I mean, this festival all year round, basically, and you can't beat it. So just definitely go check out all the festivals. Like we said, Flower and Garden's our favorite. There is 2 ways to go into the park.
Yep.
You want to talk about that?
So you can go in the main entrance, but there's also a second entrance by the International Gateway. So you would enter that way if you were staying somewhere at the boardwalk, like the Beach and Yacht Club or the Boardwalk Hotel, or if you're staying at any of the Skyliner resorts or arriving via Skyliner. So that takes you right to the back entrance there between United Kingdom and France, and it's an awesome place to start your day, especially if you're just going there to see some of the countries.
Absolutely. Most people will go through the front, so that's where we're going to start today, is going through the front entrance. And they have Future World East and West, but we'll talk about East first. Some of the must-dos there is right when you first walk in. And before actually we get into all that, this out of all 4 parks is probably the one that's changing the most.
Yeah, it won't be too long before it's not going to be called Future World East and West anymore. So
Exactly.
they're kind of theming the whole park, but for now, as of this vlog, it is still
So we're going to give you everything that that's going on today. At the end, we're going to tell you some rumors, maybe update you on some of the rides and the restaurants that are going to be going into the Epcot. But yeah, we're just going to give you what we've experienced and some of the must-dos. Yeah, so like I said, right when you walk in, the first thing you see is the ball. I mean, that's the staple of Epcot, is the huge golf balls, I like to say. And
AKA Spaceship Earth.
AKA Spaceship Earth, which was going to be going through a refurb. They postponed that for a little while, so right now you can still go on it, and it's a must-do for me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's one of those historic rides that I remember when I was a kid, and everything brought back memories when we recently went. So yeah, I would say you wouldn't need a fast pass for that, because most of the time it's a walk-on, or at least a 10-15 minutes if it's really busy. And you might have to wait a little bit longer.
I've seen the wait times get up there. But
yeah.
If you time it right. Then.
Right. But overall, out of most of the rides there, that's one of the ones that I wouldn't use a fast pass on. Do you wanna talk about what's next?
So I should mention we're talking about Future World East, so that's, you know, as soon as you walk into the park, your Spaceship Earth, but we're gonna focus on the left-hand side right now. So Test Track is over there, and that is one of our favorite rides.
Yeah, that's probably maybe the must-do of the whole entire park. It's you can go single if you're by yourself. They have a single rider. Not a lot of the rides do have the single rider line, but that's one of them. It is a little bit different if you do that. If you do that, because there's only a few options of creating your car. Where if you go on the ride, you can actually do the details on the wheels, the paint color, the size, truck, whatever you want.
Which is what our son PJ loves doing the most.
Yes, so that's why we never do the single ride on that. But yeah, Test Track, it's amazing. It's definitely a must do.
Yeah, so there's also, if you can see the Jameters ever perform.
They're so good.
They perform in that area as well. I don't think they're doing that right now because of reopening. I've heard they're at the American Pavilion right now, but they're also something great to catch. And then there's an awesome shopping store there called Mouse Gear that you definitely have to check out.
Are they going to refurb Mouse Gear? Or
they did. They're refurbing it right now. They moved it to a temporary location, but it's not too far from where it was.
I believe it's one of the two stores on Disney property besides the one in Disney Springs, which is the World of Disney, that have like everything. Like you can get anything you want. One trip I forgot a belt, and you would think you could find a belt on Disney property. I could not find a belt anywhere. Mouse Gear had it, so I lucked out. But it's awesome, and that's where you can usually. Sometimes they switch it up, but that's usually we get the pass holder magnets. You can go through there.
Yep.
Right now, anyway. What else? What else we got, babe?
So there was a restaurant there called the Electric Umbrella. I liked it. But they recently closed, so that's no longer there. I can tell why. It was
terrible.
And
yep, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, then right now you can go check out the Epcot experience. That's at the Odyssey Center. It gives you a preview of what they're going to do to the park. So what they're going to look like when they're done this massive overhaul that Epcot's in the middle of right now.
And when it's done, it's just going to be it's really out of this world. It's going to be amazing. So one of the other rides over there, not one of Nicole's favorites. I've actually only been on once. It's Mission Space. They have two versions of it, the orange and the green. The green is less intense, is that correct? Yeah. The green is. Oh. Right?
You know, I always thought, I wrote less intense, but I would like to think green would make you sick. So green.
Well, I'm thinking green go light. Like, go.
Okay. Well, anyways,
I think the orange is the more intense one. Leave a comment, guys. Leave comments galore on this video to let us know what you think. But yeah, so we've been on it once. I liked it. Nicole gets a little motion sickness. So if you do get motion sickness, it might not be the ride for you. A lot of fun. You get to interact with the ride. You could be like a pilot and stuff. Almost like Smuggler's Run, but not as good. And PJ liked the ride a lot. So if you have a young kid and they don't get motion sickness and you like going on it, go check it out. It's pretty decent. I like it.
So opening up next to it in the same pavilion is a new restaurant, Space 220 restaurant. So it was slated to open right before the shutdown, and I think now they're looking at the end of this year in 2020 or early 2021. Yeah,
which looks, we've seen some like, what is it, art? Concept art, and it looks pretty good. It looks really good.
And it's going to be run by the Patina Group, who also runs like Via Napoli and some other great restaurants in Disney Springs. So I think
there's a huge wine list.
Them behind it, it's going to be a must-do.
Anything in Disney that's new is they always try to outdo themselves. So if it's new, you got to try it out, and I'm sure it's going to be a must-do. I can't wait to try it out. So.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it for Future World East. So we'll just head over to Future World West.
So
there's a lot of fun things over there.
Yeah, so by far my favorite place to visit in Future World West is the Land Pavilion. So good. That is home to Soarin', which is another favorite ride of ours.
Must do.
Living with the Land.
Must do.
There's two restaurants, and there's also a show that they put on, and it's called...
That's brand new too. They
it's
just
brand
switched
new,
it up.
Yep, called Awesome Planet. So we'll touch a little bit upon...
Was the Lion King, what was over there before?
Yeah, it was formerly called Circle of Life.
That's right. And that was pretty decent too.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, Soarin' in the Land. Soarin's great. That's definitely a must do. And the Land is just, it's a pretty awesome ride. It's like, I don't know, it's a water ride kind of. You're in a boat.
Yep.
And they go over all the vegetation, and you get to see fish, and everything that is grown there, they actually serve on Disney property, which they use some of the vegetables and everything for their restaurants, which is really cool.
Right, and their quick serve restaurant, right in that same pavilion, it's called Sunshine Seasons, and if you're looking for like the specialty desserts, you'll find them there. But there's also really, really great food and tons of seating. So it's a great quick serve option. And there's also a table service restaurant there. It's a character meal called Garden Grill. So they've got Chip and Dale. And
Zip and Dale, yeah.
We've never been there, but it rotates like in a circle slowly. And
I went there when I was a kid with my parents, so I remember that.
I've heard it's great. Everything's served family style, and that's something that I would love to try. Yeah,
well, it's on a bucket list. I mean, believe it or not, we've been to Disney, or I've been to Disney 10 times, I think as a family, 9 times over a 2.5, 3 year span. And there's so many things that we haven't done yet. So people ask us why do we keep going, and we haven't done everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's awesome. I mean, that's a must do. A lot of things over there. Figment's over there. It's not a must do for me. I know PJ likes it, and it's cute, but it's not great. What I do like over there is the short films, and the only thing I wish they would change them out a little bit more.
Yeah, I think we've only seen 2 different shows of like 2 different sets of shows. They have 3 short films that go throughout, but the theater's awesome. It's really interactive, and it's a must do for me.
Definitely. And most of the things that are on there, which I think maybe everything that's in there is on Disney Plus now, like Piper. And it's great. We love it there. So definitely go check that out. What else?
There's the Seas with Nemo and Friends. So that's home to the ride.
Yes.
The Seas with Nemo and Friends. Turtle Talk with Crush. And there's an aquarium and a restaurant.
Coral Reef, which we haven't been to. Heard mixed reviews. We almost went last trip, but we switched reservations up. So we don't have any input on the Coral Reef, but there is some seats that you can sit right next to the aquarium and watch some of the wildlife, some of the marine life, the aqua life, and check it out. So I mean, if you have a kid that really is into those kind of sea aqua stuff, go check it out. But Turtle Talk was fun too.
Yeah, we
Turtle
love
Talk
that.
interacts. Crush is a turtle that talks and interacts with the kids, so that's pretty awesome as well. And Club Cool's gone. I mean, I do have to mention that. Club Cool, one of the only places besides the Coca-Cola store in Disney Springs where you can get the Beverly, or could get the Beverly.
But it will return in a new location.
It will.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
Breaking news. I don't know. Nicole knows.
I hope I'm right.
I hope so.
That's what I read.
But yeah, Beverly, and I remember the first time PJ tried it out. Remember, he was so excited, and he took a sip, and the face on him was priceless.
He doesn't even like good tasting soda.
And he doesn't drink soda, so it was just kind of like, he's a chocolate milk and water guy, and it was just hilarious to see.
And there was a Starbucks
yes,
in that location and that close to. They called it Fountain View. So right now there's a temporary location called like Travelers Cafe, and it's not too far from that location. So if you're in the mood for Starbucks, you can still get it.
Yeah, so I mean, like we said, it's going to be changing. This whole thing's going to be changed, but these are, if you're going anytime soon, these are some of the must-dos. And is that it? Are we going right to the World Showcase?
Yeah.
Let's go to the World Showcase. I love the World Showcase, and it doesn't matter. I mean, we've been there very early in the morning. We've done the Run Disney race where you can actually be there before the sun rises, which is amazing. But everything about the World Showcase, every country, you're immersed in every country. We're going to talk about all the countries. You're immersed in all of them. The sunsets there, that's where they had Epcot Well, they have Epcot Forever now, and it was help me out with the fireworks store. The one that's not there anymore.
Oh, Illuminations.
Illuminations, sorry. So yeah, that's where they had it right there in the water. Just everything about the World Showcase. It's amazing. So let's get to it. Let's talk about the World Showcase.
So one great thing about the World Showcase, if you have children, is there's some activities that the kids can do to get them moving around the World Showcase. Because I mean,
there's no shade. It can
with
get
there
hot.
not being too many rides there right now, it's a little boring for them. But there are some great things for kids to do that I highly recommend that will keep them going. And the first being the Kid Caught Fun Stops.
He loves that.
So we did that, just PJ and I did that once, and Ziploc is a new sponsor for them. So if you've done it in the past, you used to get this little popsicle stick with a Duffy the Bear and you put stamps on it, but now they have this brand new thing which is so great. You get a Ziploc bag that looks like a suitcase, and in every country they give you a card. They'll like write your name or say hi in that native language, and it's full of like fun facts for kids on it, and PJ loved it.
He loves it. It loves it. And it would keep him going, like you said. So he would be like, okay, let's go to the next country.
And it's free.
And it's free. So definitely, that's awesome. And it's sponsored by me as well.
So if you complete all 11 countries, your child brings all 11 cards to any Kid Caught stop, and they receive a special World Showcase postcard from Mickey.
I didn't know that, actually. That's pretty cool.
So
that's
we've got
really
a few
cool
to complete, but
and there's some other scavenger hunts. Want to talk about those over there?
yeah, so we've done at the Food and Wine Festival, we did the Remy scavenger hunt. So you go through each one of the countries. Well, first you have to buy this, it's
like a book with stickers or something, like a map. Yep.
And you have to find Remy in each country. So he's usually hidden in one of the stores. And once you complete it, you bring the map back to the store and they give you a souvenir mug or whatever the souvenir might be at the time. So we actually purchased 3 of the maps. I think they were $8 each.
Yeah, so we got a few.
So we got 3 different cups.
Yeah, and like you say, he loves anything like that. So it's definitely great for kids.
Yep.
What else?
There's a third thing for the kids to do at the World Showcase. It's the Phineas and Ferb's.
Is that still there? Is that currently still there? Or?
It is still there, but it's soon to be replaced by DuckTales World Showcase Adventure.
Which is cool. Which is, I think
he loves
cool.
DuckTales, so I can't wait to see what they do with it. But right now what they have with the Phineas and Ferb is really there's some interactive things that you would never know were there, especially in the United Kingdom and the Mexico pavilions, that he just loved, and we love doing it with him.
Yeah,
so
it's priceless seeing his
and
expressions.
you can do it on your phone. It's another free thing. So
okay, let's get to some countries.
Yeah,
let's talk about. Do you want to go left or right? Want to go left to Mexico?
I want to go to Mexico.
She loves Mexico. So you know what? I'm gonna let you talk all about Mexico because you like tequila, you like Mexican food. So this is your country. This is what you hit up.
Yeah. So I'll start with outside. Is sometimes you can see the Mariachi Cobre band performing, and they are phenomenal right now. I don't know what their deal is. I think they're performing over at the American Pavilion.
What is their deal?
But they have the La Cantina de San Angel, and I can't say it right, but it's a.
Oh, hold on, I can say it. La Hacienda de San Angel.
You're not in the right spot.
Oh, sorry.
So it's La Cantina. So it's out. It's outside. It's a quick service restaurant, and that is another location where if you're on the dining plan, you can make a really good use of your dining plan credit, because you can get like a $15 margarita with your meal. So it's a
for a drink credit.
Great use of a quick service meal. They've also got Choza de Margarita. You can get a bunch of great frozen margaritas right across the way from that. And inside the pyramid, they've got a ride, the Grand Fiesta Tour, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's another boat ride. We love that one. I mean, it's not anything great. There's no drops or anything. It's just a nice, easy boat ride, getting out of the sun. It's air conditioned, and yeah, it's pretty cool. We like it. We like it.
The shops inside are really cool.
Yep.
You can get some and keep in mind, everything is authentic to those countries when you're in them. So there's some great souvenirs you can pick up. There's a sit-down restaurant, a table service restaurant called La Hacienda de San Angel.
That's what I was trying to say.
And
that's what I was
where
at.
we had a really nice dinner with some friends.
Yep.
And it was, it's really romantic.
Yep.
It overlooks part of the Grand Fiesta
It's
ride.
it's dark in there, so I didn't know what it was eating all the time because I couldn't really see that well. But
it's good.
It's good. It's really good food. Yeah, we ate there with Steve, Donna, Arjon, Sam. That was the first time we met Sam, Donna, and Arjon. So that was a special dinner, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. Now, have you been to this next place?
I haven't, and
I know Brandy and Dave love it.
I can't believe I haven't been there because I'm such a tequila lover.
I can't either.
So it's La Cava de Tequila. I've heard you can get some awesome chips and dip like queso and guac and sip on some tequila. So we've got to do that.
Well, definitely.
Time.
It's definitely. I heard it's a must-do. Everyone loves it. Go check it out, and I'm sure if you like tequila, you're not going to be disappointed there. So is that it for Mexico?
That's about everything in Mexico.
So Norway is right next door, and I love Norway. Norway, I mean, they got one of the other best rides there, the Frozen Ever After.
I love it.
I mean, it is such a great ride. The animatronics there, especially at the beginning with Olaf and Anna, and it's really well themed.
Yep.
It's tough. I mean, that's one of the ones get a fast pass for if you can early on because it goes up quick and the wait could be pretty decent. So definitely grab a fast pass, but it's a must-do. Frozen, must-do.
Yep.
Meet and greet.
So yeah, I don't know if they're meeting right now, but you can meet Anna and Elsa. So
And they're so good.
inside their home, so it's really cute.
Yes, and Anna, she's just hilarious. She's herself. It's just I think she's amazing.
I remember PJ did the meet and greets.
Oh my god. The PJ was just kind of very, very shy.
And nervous.
Very nervous. His hands are in his pocket. His hands are in his pocket. He doesn't know what to do with them. Super nervous. But yes, they're so great. We love going to that meet and greet. And what else?
There's Kringla Bakery.
We went in there.
That's home to the famous schoolhouse bread. If you've ever heard about it, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's our restaurant there, Akershus.
We've never eaten.
We've never dined there, but it's like a princess themed buffet.
So is Anna and Elsa there?
No, I don't think so. I think it's like Snow White,
really?
Ariel.
Is that why you've been keeping me away from this place? If you have been,
Belle.
let me know if you have been and if you like this, because I haven't been there. I've been deprived of this place, I guess.
Yeah.
Belle, so Ariel and Belle, my two favorite princesses.
And Aurora.
So we'll have to go there. Let me know if you guys liked it. Yeah. So that's it for Norway. China. We haven't spent too much time in China. You're not a huge fan of Chinese food. I am, but it's beautiful.
It is. It's nice to walk through, but honestly, I can't say we've done more than just walk through. But there are some notable things that I want to try. They've got the Reflections of China, which is actually now been replaced by Wondrous China. So it's a 360 circle vision type show.
Oh, we have to check that out.
Yep.
Nine Dragons, is that their main restaurant?
Nine Dragons is their table service restaurant, and Lotus Blossom Cafe is their quick service restaurant.
Yeah, so we don't have a lot of input on China, but maybe it's because I like Chinese food and you don't. It's kind of like I like seafood and you don't, so...
I don't know.
But
we like to watch the Jeweled Dragon acrobats
we've seen them.
but sadly, I don't think they're coming back.
That stinks. Mm-hmm. So now over to Germany. Germany's really cool too. I think we're gonna keep saying how awesome every one of these countries are because they really are. Germany's great. The pretzels.
Yes.
The pretzels are just to die for over there. The beer. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just. I've never been to Germany.
They've got that pink grapefruit beer that's really good.
I'm sure it's just like Germany though. I'm sure it's spitting image. It's beautiful there.
Yeah. My favorite place to go is to Caramel Kuche.
Was that with the desserts there?
They've got like this awesome salted caramel cupcake and caramel everything. So highly recommend.
Is that where the tree with the pickles is too, right?
Yeah.
There's a pickle tree in one of the shop. Not pickle-a-truski, but it's a pickle tree. And is that the Crystal place? Is that over there as well? Or I think that's actually where the pickle tree is.
Crystal or Christmas?
No, where you can get all the crystals, like all the.
I don't know. I know there's like a Christmas
sure.
shop there, but I don't know if it's because we were there in November.
But no, I'm pretty sure. Let us know, guys. I know if you're watching this on premiere, you're chatting about it right now. So yeah, let us know. But I'm pretty sure the Crystal place is there. And let's get right over to Italy.
Italy.
Probably one of my favorites. Probably my top 3 favorite countries. Absolutely. I think the best restaurant. We haven't been to Le Cellier. We'll get there in a second. But
Le Cellier is Canada.
No, I know. I said we haven't been there yet, but we're going to get to there in a second.
Oh.
But Canada, Italy, Via Napoli is probably the best restaurant in the countries that we've been to.
We really like it there.
Yeah. Amazing pizza. Chicken parm's delicious. We have gotten the spaghetti and meatballs there, and that's the only thing I can say that I wasn't a fan of. The meatballs were like tiny, kind of like Swedish meatballs. I was expecting like these big meatballs. I always had a zip slip there. But they have the best pizza, probably in all of Disney. And do you want to talk about any entertainment or shops?
So, we used to enjoy watching Sergio, the Italian juggler, but I don't think he's going to be around anymore either.
He's really good.
He's another performer that I don't think will be returning.
Which stinks. They do have the wine cellar that's right next door. Yep. And also, there is a walk-up window where you can get slices of pizza right at Via Napoli if you don't want to go to sit down. It's open seasonally? I think it is open seasonally, but I've seen it open quite a few times. And also, all these places have great little food stands out front for all their food and wine festivals. So, we're not even going to touch base on all of them because it changes all the time, but there's so many amazing food carts. So, at each one of these places. So is that it for Italy?
It is.
We're going through the countries quicker than I thought we'd go. American Adventure.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite.
And that's another pavilion where I can't say I've done more than just walk through and enjoy the scenery. There's so much there that we haven't seen.
Yeah, and the new Regal Eagles there.
So that's the new quick service
barbecue
restaurant. They've got the American Adventure 30-minute film, The Voices of Liberty.
Yep.
And they
have, and with all the festivals, they have the best seafood there. They have unbelievable mussels and oysters and lobster and just boiled dinner type of little bucket with whatever in it. It was just crawfish, everything. Just the American Pavilion, and they have great IPAs. They always have a really good IPA there if you like drinking beer. American Pavilion is top notch. Definitely a must do. You got to jump over there. Is that it for there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're going so quick. Japan. Probably my favorite. Probably. I've said it the last 3 times. But this one, Japan is one of my favorites. I love Teppanyaki.
You've been there. I haven't.
Yes, she hasn't been there. Amazing hibachi, right? It's a hibachi. Great. Oh my God. They just had the best. I had sushi there. I've had the chicken. The entertainment. The cooks alone are just top notch. Food's delicious. The view up there is great for the fireworks for Epcot Forever. There's a little balcony and you get a pretty great view, and there's no one in front of you to see the fireworks. And also, it's just the scenery around there with all the trees and the water features. The walkthrough is beautiful there. I think Canada's the only other place that, or is it Canada? Yeah, Canada's the only other place that really has a gorgeous walkthrough in the back. But
they've got a huge store in Japan. It's called the Mitsukoshi department store, and it's just a really unique, cool store to walk through. But they also have the Pick a Pearl, in there.
Yes.
If you've ever heard of people doing the pick a pearl, that's where you'll find it. So you.
And you did it.
I did it and
Loved it.
It was so much fun.
Sunny Itchy. I mean, that's how they counted down 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. And PJ now knows how to say 1, 2, 3 in Japan, which he's always yelling Sunny Itchy around the house. But they have like the Pokemon cards there. I mean, they have so many different sections, and that store goes so deep back. I mean, you can get like the fans and the chopsticks and just everything. And it's just, they're so nice in there. I love it. I love Japan. I really do.
They have a new table service restaurant that opened up called Takumi Te, and it's a signature restaurant.
Yep.
So that's something.
We haven't been there, but I heard it's great. It's a little expensive, but I heard the food's out of this world, so it's definitely on a must-do, I would say. But Japan, I mean, all these countries are must-do.
I know, and there's one more. The drummers that performed in Japan, they're no longer going to be performing.
They're not either? Those girls are good. Usually, well, it's mostly girls.
Really?
Yeah. I have video. They're great. And now over to Morocco. Morocco, I'm not too crazy about, actually. I know you've seen, what's princesses over there? Jasmine, you've gotten your picture up with Jasmine.
It's really cool to walk around again. I just love walking through all the countries. They've got a really good dish for Flower and Garden Festival, so that's...
I think it's my least favorite country.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've went through 3 of my favorites in a row. This one's kind of a letdown for me. But, I mean, it's still nice. I just don't... There's nothing I go there for at all.
There's 2 restaurants there. I didn't even really know there's the table service and a quick service.
Have you guys been? Let us know. Because, or leave a comment. I'm curious to see how it is. Because, we haven't eaten there at all. France. We could spend all day in France.
France is... How cute is it? It's PJ's favorite country, too.
We just did our top 10 things we've missed about Disney. And France was, I think, his 5th pick because of the chocolates. He loves the chocolate desserts in France.
Les Halles, Boulangerie, Patisserie.
Yep.
I butchered that.
No, that's how you say it.
They have the best desserts there, so you have to go check them out. They're hidden in the back of France, but definitely a must-do for us.
Yeah, definitely a must-do. Ratatouille's going to be going in there pretty soon.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the construction was on hold, but that'll be going there. I mean, France is going to be a hot spot. They have the best slushies, the Grey Goose slushies.
My favorite thing to do when I, walk through that international gateway, we go to France and we get Grey Goose slushies.
They're so good.
There's different flavors, different times of the years, depending on what festival might be going on, but they're all good.
They are all good. Also, they have the Beauty and the Beast sing-alongs coming there, right?
Yeah, so that is already showing along with Impressions to France. They kind of alternate show times. We've never seen either of them.
Yeah, so let us know if you guys like that, if you've seen it at all. They all, you know what I love about them, the France, is when the Flower and Garden Festival is going on, they have the Beauty and the Beast topiaries out there. They're so cool.
Yeah.
They have that little water feature out there. And then there's paintings where you can get your picture taken or painted across from the main entrance there from France with the umbrellas they have out there. And it's just, there's a lot of cool places to sit there. I actually, on my last trip in March, I went and Belle was there, so I actually got to do the meet and greet with Belle.
I'm jealous.
And I know it was pretty awesome, and she was great to interact with. So yeah, France is awesome, and France is right there to the right when you walk in through the International Gateway, if we were talking about that earlier on that entrance.
And there's 2 table service restaurants there we've never tried.
We haven't tried a lot of table service restaurants throughout all, well, because
we're too busy eating at the Food and Wine Festival or Flower and Garden when we go, because that's when we tend to time our trips. That I can't say we've really dined much at Epcot except for at
we
the
gotta remedy that.
Yeah.
Remedy that. Is there anything else in France? What else are you good?
There's yet another performer who is not returning.
You're really bringing this vlog down,
Server Amusant is not going to be performing anymore.
So, United Kingdom? We only have a couple.
There is one thing we forgot to
What's
mention. There's going to be a new restaurant that's both quick service and table service that's opening in France, and it's called La Crêperie de Paris.
Ooh.
And it's featuring savory and sweet crepes, and it's going to be near the entrance of the new Ratatouille ride. So
that's going to be really good. I mean,
I
you
can't
know
wait
what's
to try
great
that
too
out.
over there is you can see the Skyliner. So even when you're riding the Skyliner in,
yeah.
you can just, France is the first country you see. I love France. France is great. France is a must-do. United Kingdom. We're going to United Kingdom
Yeah.
as you walk over the bridge. And one of my favorite little quick serves is the Yorkshire fish and chips. They have those fish and chips, and they're beer batted. It's delicious. It's one of the closest, I would say, seafood dishes that reminds me of New England, with the fried fish. We haven't been into the restaurant there.
No, Rose and
Rose and
Crown.
Crown.
You hear about it all the time.
We hear about
haven't
it.
been.
We haven't been there. They say there's great views there for the fireworks. If you can get there at the right time, if you can get a reservation. They have great, it's like pubs, it's like a pub. It's like almost like an Ireland pub. But yeah, we have, and Mary Poppins attraction to be determined.
Yeah, so there's
Rumors?
no, they announced it at the D23 Expo
right.
that they were
Not
going
a
to be
rumor.
adding a Mary Poppins attraction, but it seems like it's more like an interactive experience. We'll see if and when they decide to go forward with that. So
And that's where Alice in Wonderland is too, right? Right across from there?
yeah.
Is that considered the UK there?
Yep.
And you love Alice.
I
Alice
do.
is one of your favorites.
Yeah.
You got to meet her. They have a great trellis, is that what it's called, over there, that you can take pictures under. Great walkway out back. Sometimes they have bands out back there.
Yep.
And they have the tea shop, right?
Yes.
So during one of was it a scavenger hunt? What was the one where we had to go to the guy at the tea store, and he had to give us a tea bag, and then
it was the Phineas and Ferb Showcase Adventure.
So that country right there's a lot of cool stuff. You actually go into one of the stores and you have to get a golf ball, and you put it in one of the golf ball washes, like you're at a golf course. You clean it, then all of a sudden you have to go over to a phone booth, and there's golf balls. I think that's where the golf ball ends up coming out of. It's a great spot, and we love the UK. And if you're looking at the topiaries over there, you have Winnie the Pooh, and I think Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy are over there. It's a hot spot. I like it there. Then Canada could be one of our favorites.
Yeah, again, another great place to walk through. They've got some beautiful landscapes and architecture to go see. They've got the show that we've never seen there. It was...
is it a new show now, or is it still that Oh Canada?
It was formerly Oh Canada, but now it's called Canada Far and Wide.
That's right.
So...
and it's really cool way back there because they have the waterfall. They have a couple of different waterfalls, I believe, when you walk way back there. Again, we haven't been to Le Cellier's, like I was saying earlier. Probably, I've heard the best restaurant, I think, in the World Showcase, the fillets and everything. Do they have a bread service there too? No, that's Sanaa I'm thinking of. But they, we have to go. We do. And last August when we were there, they did have the apple orchards way back there as well, correct?
Yeah.
It's not there this time around.
It's for the festival.
It's for the festival, which there's a lot of great things in there too. Frozen apple pie. That was great. What else, Nicole?
That wraps up all the countries.
Seriously?
Yeah, we're done with all the countries. There's 11 of them. But, I know we briefly talked about the nighttime show. Right now it is
Epcot Forever.
Yeah, Epcot Forever. It used to be Illuminations. But then they're doing a new show called Harmonious. It's supposed to be debuting this year. So we'll see what
I'm
they do.
sure it's going to be out of this world.
Yeah, Disney has said it's going to be something like they've never done before. So, I mean...
But it's going to be a must-do. You're going to,
I can't wait to see.
I mean, any fireworks show is good in Disney, but this one we're looking forward to because Illuminations was around for how many years? 20, maybe more? What do you guys let us know? But Illuminations was always around. Then Epcot Forever, which I thought was a nice new fresh look to it with the jet skis and the fire kites and everything. And I felt like there was more fireworks this time around, but it's only a temporary show. And like you said, this new show is coming, which is probably going to be off the hook.
Yeah.
What else? Is that it? You want to talk about some of the rumors or some of the rides coming? Because there's so many new rides coming.
Well, yeah, there's new rides, but there's also like so much refurbishment going on. And I know we briefly talked about how they're going to be retheming all of Epcot. So
Going to bring the water fountain back out front.
Yep, they're doing that right now, but they're going to divide it into 4 distinct sections. So we're going to have World Discovery when you walk in through the main entrance on the left. You're going to have World Celebration, which will be right in the middle before the World Showcase. World Nature to the right.
That's going to be my favorite, I can tell.
And then you've got the World Showcase. So
That one
World
might be my
Discovery,
favorite.
World Celebration, and World Nature. So
And we didn't talk about at all probably the best ride that could be in all of Disney coming, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
Supposed to be the biggest indoor roller coaster in the world. Is that correct? It's either that or it's the only one that goes backwards.
Yeah, because it's called Cosmic Rewind, and it's
Yeah.
supposed to be opening in spring of 2021, but with everything going on,
Yeah.
I think these dates could not be accurate.
But I think out of all the new rides of all the parks coming, I think that one is the one I'm looking forward to most.
Definitely.
So, we'll can't wait to check that out. We can't wait. Is that it?
They've also got a new Play Pavilion and the Wonders of Life Pavilion coming in 2021. And then the Journey of Water, inspired by Moana.
That's going to be pretty cool.
They're calling it an interactive experience, and it will be in the World Nature section. That's to be determined. Who knows when? And that's it. We've already mentioned the Mary Poppins and the Remy, the Space Restaurant. So those are all the new things coming to Epcot that we cannot wait to go check out.
So if you were at Epcot a couple of years ago and you're going in a couple of years, it's going to be a complete, 180, 360. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I love how, like Walt said, Disney will never be complete. When he was building it, Disneyland, he said that they asked when he was going to be done with it, and he said it's never going to be done. It's always going to be building and growing and getting better. And right now, his legacy is strong because that's exactly what they're doing. So, are we done?
I don't know if you want to talk about the rumors that we've heard too about what else could be coming.
Talk about Nicole she's like in high school. She started all the rumors. So.
So, everything is subject to change with what's been going on with the COVID shutdown, but we heard that they were going to possibly put a new hotel over by the entrance of Epcot. So it wouldn't be inside the park, it would be just outside. So that's one rumor that we heard. And another rumor is a new pavilion in the World Showcase. I know there's been talk
Brazil.
about that. So we think it could
Or
be
Ireland.
Brazil.
It could be Ireland.
I think it's going to be Brazil. But what do you
Probably
guys
Brazil.
think?
Yeah, let us know. Leave a comment. Leave a little note in the chat. Let us know. I think it's going to be Ireland.
And we talked about, we talked about some of the characters, but we didn't touch upon all of them today because
that's going to be
we
changing.
don't even know where they're meeting anymore.
I mean, the characters that were there last year, they had Baymax, Fab Five, basically, right?
Joy and Sadness.
Joy and Sadness.
And then the Epcot character spot had a bunch of them. So they're all dispersed right now. And
I hope they keep Baymax. PJ just loved Baymax. One of my favorite, most underrated, I think, Disney movie. Maybe that and Up, but love Baymax.
Yeah.
And he just was so cool there. So I hope they do keep him. But if they don't, well, at least we got to see him. But yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed episode part 2 of the must-dos of the Disney parks in Orlando, Florida. We'll probably be doing, I want to say Magic Kingdom last, so I think we'll be doing Hollywood Studios next, which could be a 2-parter. There is so much to talk about with Hollywood Studios. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Coming real soon. And like I said, if you're planning a Disney trip, I hope some of these must-dos and the way we do Disney is working out for you guys when you're trying to plan. And if you go all the time, I hope you guys like the way we do it. So, with that said, I'm Zippity Doodad.
And I'm Nicole.
Here's to plenty of sunshine heading your way. Bye, guys.
Like a movie scene, something straight out of a magazine. I crossed my fingers you'd come to me. Then all of a sudden it became reality. Don't care about no gold, no one else to hit my phone up. None of that pretentious life. No, 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 don't.